Hello, everyone. This is Pat with Angel Divination with your daily oracle card reading and message for Thursday, the 16th of August, 2012. For today's reading, I'm going to be calling on the daily guidance from your angels oracle card deck. Let's see what their message is, what the daily guidance is for today as we head into our, wow, it's always amazing to me the way the same card pops out. I shuffled these a few minutes ago, thinking about the YouTube community, and the same card spilled out. Now, for some reason, I thought, oh, okay. I get the thought sometimes, well, is that the right card? And I try and do it again, and the same one pops out. So this message is life purpose. And the message on the card says, the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings you great joy, that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Okay? So, and as I look at what looks like the guru here, he looks like a deep, wise sage and spiritual teacher. So it certainly may speak to those of us out there who do that. But as I see him writing, it may be that many of you out there have a purpose, or your purpose involves communicating in some way, either through the written or the spoken word. And that can include, the written or the spoken word that happens in music as well. There's a lot that gets communicated in music that's really so beneficial to people and really does serve a purpose of providing comfort to people and enjoyment and helping them to get out of stressful situations or to ease their stress. So, when I see that in this card, it really has an expanded, it's more than just, writing on paper or writing a book or something like that, although that may be part of it for you. So, and the card is urging you that wiser, knowledgeable part of yourself is really looking to come forward at this time. The cards we had earlier in the week, it's about breaking free from, into your own independence and things like that. And this card today is urging you to look within at how you feel called to serve, okay? And people feel called to serve in a variety of ways. Some people feel called to serve through a religious faith. We know of many nuns and priests in certain religious faiths that feel the call to serve God in a certain way, or people who go into the military maybe feel called to serve in that way. So it's really about sort of looking to that wise sage within and seeing how you're called to serve and what purpose you would like to serve. Maybe it's empowering people and bringing new awarenesses to them, or there's many, many ways, and there's many avenues to do that. So, and it may involve, as I look at the writing tablet that the sage has in that painting, it may involve you taking some time to write out, do some journaling of your own to really kind of tune into your own feelings and your own ambitions, what kinds of things speak to you, and literally, call to you. I also, part of my qualifications is as what they call a human design specialist. And human design is a very elaborate personality assessment system, which I hope to bring a little bit more information to you before too long. But there are some people who need to be called in to have their gifts called out of them and called into service. And, it's uh, it may be someone writing to you where, or people saying, hey, um, we could use your help with, this certain thing, or you're really good at this. Could you help us out? Hello, Angel. Um, so for some people, it has to do with having their gifts and things called out of them, called into play. So, but as I was mentioning a moment ago, sometimes when you do your own cathartic journaling and writing, it brings your awareness to the purpose that you feel called to serve in your lifetime. So, and as we see things going on all around us, maybe there's chaos and drama at different times going on in the world. It may be that you are being really called to step into your life purpose, and know that can take on different forms. All right. I'm called to be a spiritual teacher, and that the form that takes can show up in I'm always doing it, whether it's through a YouTube video like this, or through a card reading with someone, or even in mainstream work environments where I've been in. I'm always being that teacher counselor person. So it doesn't necessarily always matter the form, but it's really time now. A lot of people are being woken up to a new purpose. And it's not necessarily new. It may be something they knew before they came into this lifetime, that they were here to serve, but it just hasn't been awakened in them yet. So, and there may be people who get called into serving in disaster areas as earth changes happen. It could be part of that too, providing aid, things of that nature. So it feels like in some way today you're being brought to that awareness. So let's see if there's any other message that goes along with this. Nothing's jumping out. Oh, yes there is. And it makes perfect sense. Heart chakra. So pay attention to your heart and where your heart is at, and whether your heart is in what you're doing right now. If there's a new venture that you're looking to get into, make sure your heart is in it. Make sure that it holds that element of excitement and challenge for you, or something that you really feel called to serve. The message in the card says, love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart, as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. So do what your heart is telling you to do. And sometimes that doesn't always seem practical in the mainstream physical world, but it has very much to do with your life purpose and what your heart desires to do. So bring your attention to that today. And whatever you're encountering, try to get into your heart and come from a place of love with it. So those are our messages for today. I hope they resonate with you, and I want to thank you all so much for sharing this with me today. Thank you for all the lovely comments that you leave on the page, on the video page. Really appreciate having you as viewers. So have a lovely Thursday, everyone, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon.